Hello. Hello.
Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm okay. I was wondering what was happening here. I didn't see anybody.
Oh, gosh, we still have 3 minutes.
Wow. And I see Carter's name here, but I don't see him. Okay, we're getting people now. Linda's muted.
I'm not muted anymore.
Okay, hello.
Hi, Joe.
One thing I hate about Zoom now is I can see that I need a haircut.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I can.
Oh, yes.
I was unmuted and you still couldn't hear me. How are you? Good to see you both. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
You're doing well?
And now we have someone else joining us.
It's Brian Pape. He's in the Caribbean, it looks like, or Hawaii.
Yeah, okay, I gotta uncover my video here, so here we go.
Oh, there you are.
Hi there.
How do you do that background?
Yeah, it's okay. Let's see.
How do you do that?
You go to,
Yeah, there's a place on settings.
you can do any background you want, right?
Yes, I think before you log on to a video chat or a conference,
Mhm.
you set up your settings. So maybe for next time. I'm not sure how to do it from where I am now.
Carter, are you on? I need Carter to make me a host of the meeting.
No, hold on. Brian, Carter's muted
All right, I'm going to text
and
him.
not videoed.
He said he was just going to start the meeting and then he had to run to a different Zoom meeting.
Oh, all right. So maybe
And then at
that's,
6:30 is executive committee.
Exactly.
and I think Jerry Nadler's having a telephone town hall tonight.
Oh, that's probably what Carter was going to sit in on.
Oh, yeah, Gail Brewer is sponsoring that one, I think.
I got a phone call today about one. Was that from Nadler's office?
That was from Nadler. I got that too.
Yeah.
I was freaked out. It was all zeros.
Mhm. Yeah, the executive meeting is tomorrow night.
No,
No,
tonight. Oh, Joe, tonight, right?
tonight. Yeah, we've been having them on Mondays. I think last week we did it on a Tuesday because of the full board was on Thursday.
But we've been flipping back and forth depending upon what other meetings are scheduled that same night. So if you look at the calendar for the whole month, it varies. Some weeks it's Monday, some weeks it's Tuesday.
Let's see. We have, is it already time? It's 6 p.m.
It's time now.
I mean, I guess we're doing
6
a
p.m.
half
on the
of it.
dot.
It's exactly 6 o'clock on my cell phone.
I just need Carter to elevate me to host so then I can share the application from the applicant.
Joe, can you reach him on your cell phone?
Yeah, I texted him. He's probably just busy, but hopefully it'll be in not too much longer. And we're still waiting on a quorum, even though that might not happen tonight.
Do we have the applicant present?
I'm just trying to pull up the names of the applicant to make sure. It's Jules. No, I don't see. It's Jules and Martha. Hold on, this might be Carter. One moment, everyone. That was Jerry Nadler again.
Oh,
They really want people to go. It's Martha and Jules who are the applicants, and I don't see either of them in the attendees yet.
I only see, oh, I see 9 people, it says. When I click on it, it shows up in the, when I click on participants, it shows up in the middle of the screen. I thought it's supposed to be on the right side.
Are you able to move it around?
Oh, I can move it around, yeah.
Oh, great. Benjamin is with Blue Bottle. He's in the chat.
okay.
Oh. And Viraj is Blue Bottle. Where's Carter? Hi, Rocio. We'll be starting shortly. I'm just waiting for Carter to elevate me to host. Oh, now I am. He did it. Okay. So now I'm going to elevate Viraj to a panelist. William Benish, welcome. William Benish is one of our new community board members who's also one of the attendees here. He's not part of our committee yet, William, but I'll tell you that that's always a possibility, but I'm going to add you as a panelist.
Possibility.
Viraj, is that the right, you're on here twice. Did I I'll promote both.
I am right now on the panel.
Great,
so,
okay.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
So my name is Joe Gallagher, and I'm the chair of the Quality of Life Committee at Community Board 2. This is my first Zoom committee meeting, and for the whole committee, I mean, we've been to others, but just not a Quality of Life Committee meeting. So we hear applications for sidewalk cafes, street activity applications, other quality of life issues. And tonight we have just one application for a sidewalk cafe. So this will be a short meeting. And the applicants are here. So just the process, the committee will meet after we hear from the applicant on this Zoom as well, and everyone's welcome to sit in as we discuss the application. We will make a recommendation, a resolution to the full community board too, and that will be voted on by, I'm actually not sure if just the executive committee is voting on this one or the entire CB2. But anyway, so our recommendation after it's passed by the full community board will be then sent to the Department of Consumer Affairs, who will take it under our recommendation under consideration as they decide whether to permit this specific sidewalk cafe. So I'm going to share Blue Bottles, our applicants' application, so everyone can be on the same page as we look at it. Let me just find it. Okay, hold on. Un momento. Oh, while I find this, would everyone like to introduce themselves from the committee?
I'm Rocio Sands, board member.
Susan Kent, board member.
Michael Levine, board member.
Brian Pape, board member.
Is that everyone? Yeah. I think that's-
Linda is muted.
They're muted still.
Oh, Linda is your public member.
Thanks, Linda. I think that's everyone. So that also means that we don't have a quorum tonight. So what will happen is that the community board will take it up as a not a resolution, but a recommendation from the committee. Here it is. Yes. Is that working? Can everyone see the application?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yep.
Viraj and Benjamin, do you want to speak to your application? And then if we have questions, I'll open it up to everyone to ask questions.
I just have one question.
Oh, hold on. Let me unmute Viraj and Benjamin so that they can just speak about the application first, and then I'll have questions from the committee. Viraj, are you unmuted?
Now he
I am
is.
unmuted right now.
Okay, great.
I'll have Benjamin go ahead,
Sure.
talk about the application. Ben,
Good evening. My name is Ben Savitsky from Bernstein Rado. We're here for Blue Bottle Coffee, Inc. They operate a coffee shop at 2 Astor Place in the NoHo neighborhood. If you're not familiar with the location, it is on Astor between Broadway and Lafayette. We're here tonight on an application for a DCA permit for an unenclosed sidewalk cafe. Viraj is on with us. He is in charge of operations at this Blue Bottle location. So if you have any questions about the day-to-day of the coffee shop, feel free to ask him a question about that. Blue Bottle, if you're not familiar with it, is a coffee roaster and retailer. They focus on single origin beans, so they're a little bit different from some of the other chains in Manhattan. This cafe has been open and operating for about a year and a half. Again, this is a DCA permit application for an unenclosed sidewalk cafe. The diagrams were submitted, and I don't know if we're going to get to them, but I'm just going to quickly run through what it is. It's a relatively small sidewalk cafe. There are only 3 tables, 6 seats, 2 seats at each table. They're small, circular cafe tables. It's right outside of the coffee shop itself. The sidewalk here is 20 feet, 3 1/4 inches. By DCA regulations, we're allowed to take up 50% of it. We come up, oh, there we are. There's Blue Bottle. So by DCA regulations, we're allowed to take up 50% of it. We come up just short of that. We're at 9 feet, 10 inches, and that's inclusive of the 3-foot service aisle. As far as all other measurements, we are in line with all DCA requirements and regulations. Happy to look at any single one that you might have a question about. Our hours of operation are that we are going to close nightly at 7 p.m. That corresponds with the closing hour of the coffee shop itself. It closes every night at 7 p.m. As far as opening, we're going to open during the week at 8 a.m. That's our sidewalk cafe. And we're going to open on Sundays, our sidewalk cafe, at 10 a.m. I say the sidewalk cafe because the coffee shop opens a little bit earlier, but DCA does not allow us to open the sidewalk cafe that early.
Wait, so on the weekends, it's 10 a.m. DCA requires?
Sunday, it's 10 a.m. Saturday, it's 8 a.m. So we'll
And
open the
Monday through
sidewalk cafe
Friday,
at 8 a.m.
8 a.m. as well. Monday through Friday is 8 a.m. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for that.
So that's it. I'll open up to any questions. I will mention that 2 Astor Place, if you are not familiar with it, is a landmark building. This information and this application has gone before LPC, and we do have LPC's approval for this setup and this diagram.
Thanks so much. And what about the scaffolding? Do you know how long that's going to last?
Viraj, I don't know if you have any information about how long the scaffolding will last, but obviously we will not be able to pull our permit from DCA until that scaffolding is down.
And they don't make you pay for it until the scaffolding is down?
That is my understanding, yes.
yes, that is correct. And considering we are like, this is the downtime due to COVID, it'll be a few weeks until the scaffolding comes down, according to Paul, the manager there.
Oh, wow. So it's already projected to be taken down?
It is projected to be taken down. It was supposed to be there for about four and a half months, and it went up in January. So.
Oh, okay, good. Wow. And then it'll be self-serve, is that right? So people order at the counter, and if they wish to eat at the cafe tables, they'll bring them out there?
That is my understanding, and because
That is
there's no
correct.
alcohol involved in here, it doesn't have to be wait staff.
That's true. And also that staff, though, will make sure it's clean and you know, bussed throughout the shift.
At all points. Yeah,
Okay.
at all times. And we are, if Blue Bottle Cafe, we really stress on cleanliness. So an Astor Place Cafe is spotless at all times. Considering the neighborhood, we wanted to elevate that standard, and we'll continue to do that with the patio, the
That's
outdoor
great.
seating.
How has it been? I mean, aside from COVID, I'm sorry, how has it been going for the last year and a half?
Astor's been great. It's been very interesting. We've been longing to open in that neighborhood and that location. Being at the intersection there, we get a mix of, you know, the offices on the Astor Place side where Facebook is located. We get the NYU crowd, and then we get the residences on the further west side, all at the cafe. We've developed amazing local favorites there, with whom I get all the emails so far, thanks to the COVID time. Overall, it's been great. It's been ramping up in revenue. NYU determines a lot of the rush hours, and it's a very unique cafe. It sees a wonderful balance between community, local residents, and student and office crowd, and we see that happening at Astor.
Great. And Astor, the hairstylist, they'll be right next door. Have you had a good relationship with them?
Yes, they are right next to us in the barber shop, and we've had a really good, our cafe leader is what we call Randy, who's also on the call, has developed a good relationship with the barber shop there.
Great. And Linda, you had a question?
Unmute.
Yes, sorry, just one. I noticed in one of the photographs that directly on Astor Place on the street, there's a big grate. Do you know what it's for? Anyone?
Is that like a DOT emergency exit or something?
Raj, I don't know if you know what it's for, but we are, my understanding is that grates that are in the sidewalk, you have to be 3 feet from them, and we are much more than 3 feet from that grate.
Oh, to
No,
me,
it's not on the sidewalk
on the
at all.
roadway, right?
It's on the roadway, but it's large. I'm just, my only concern is what that might be for.
My cafe leader who's there, my cafe leader who's there, and he actually has experience with the building because he also led the salad place, Sweet Green, in the same building.
Okay.
And he says it's Con Edison.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That's it.
Does anyone else from the committee
Yes,
have any?
I have a question, please.
Oh,
I
thanks.
do. I have a question.
Okay, Rocio and then Michael.
So do you foresee any changing in your operating hours? That's my first question. And my second question is, are the premises currently operating?
So let me just answer the hours question. 7 p.m. is the latest that they do operate the coffee shop. Sometimes during the year when it's slower, they close at 6:30, but they don't ever go later. If we were to go later, we would come back to you and ask for the permission to operate later. But it's a coffee shop. They don't anticipate late hour patrons. As far as whether or not operating now, Viraj, are you guys open?
No, we are not. We are not open right now. All our cafes are closed for 3 months. We are reopening cafes in a tier-based manner starting May 29th. Astor Place, New York cafes are opening first week of June, and Astor Place is slated to open around June end. We are taking extreme precautions, and this tier base is allowing us to identify and increase whatever precautions we are taking so far to ensure the community and our team's safety.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Rocio. And Michael?
Yes, I have a little background noise. Forgive me for 1 second while we make some coffee. Question, you're not opening, but you're planning to open.
That's great, Michael.
Okay. My husband is making
Tell me when
coffee
I
in
can
an
send you
espresso
some,
machine.
basically.
when you do reopen, assuming that we still have the social distance regulations, I wasn't able to tell for sure about the location of the tables, although I do see it's 3 duplexes. Would they be possible to maintain? Yes, can you show that sketch again?
Yeah, sure.
Is
It's
it,
right here.
thank you, Joe. Is it possible to maintain the 6 feet social distance requirement? You have 1, 2, 3 next to each other. Would the seating be 6 feet apart? Assuming
I
we
don't,
still have social distance requirements.
Yeah, I don't, right now, the way that it's set up right now is not, obviously, this was planned way before the COVID-19 pandemic. I don't think that those chairs can be set 6 feet apart. And, we haven't gotten clarification from DCA yet whether or not they're going to allow us to change our diagrams. I mean, because at that point, we're dealing with 2 different things. We're dealing with, 1, keeping people safe, and 2, DCA allowing us to change our sidewalk cafe diagrams, which they're pretty sensitive about. So I think that's something that we'd have to follow up with DCA, which we will do if it gets to the point where we are allowed to open that sidewalk cafe. I think they have the space there. As you can see, it's about 18 feet through the length of it, where they could possibly move some chairs around and tables around to make sure that everyone is 6 feet apart. Outside of that, I think that they would have to just make sure that nobody used that middle table and keep those other 2 on the outsides available for patrons to sit at. But even then, I mean, if you're sitting across from somebody, it's never going to be 6 feet.
Basically,
Yes,
you will be abiding by the law. Whatever the restrictions are, whatever it is, you're going to be doing that.
At this point, I think everybody just wants to open as quickly as possible, and whatever they tell us to do, we're going to do.
Exactly. Thank
yes,
you.
Roshia, and you're adding to that point and to adding to Ben's point, just to let you know that we at Blue Bottle are absolutely committed to taking all the steps, which is why we closed down for 3 months to ensure what steps we need to take to make sure safety comes first. Setting Astor Place's date, and to add to Michael's point, the tier-based opening looks like in a form of where no guests are going to enter the cafes at all at any given point for the first couple of weeks. It'll only be online ordering and takeout. And when we move into the next phase where the guests will be allowed inside the cafe, we will be taking measures to make sure that they still seat 6 feet apart from each other. Of course, much like Ben mentioned, it will be hard to control that from one seat across the other seat. And then in that point, we can also strategize on removing the middle table and keeping them apart from each other.
So then my question still applies. How would people be ordering the coffee, assuming we still have restrictions, if they're not allowed in the restaurant?
Ben, can I answer that?
Absolutely.
Michael, we have set forth a unique system where we're only going to have 4 baristas in the cafe, and we're going to have a table that's right by the door with a visor, and our baristas are operating with full PPE equipment that is provided to each and every one of them by our company. All of these protocols, communications, setups are being done by us, especially by me and some of my peers. We are the leadership in New York City. We will have guest marking and barista marking on how they need to move while maintaining distances at all times. Guests will be allowed to order with a mobile app, which is a Blue Bottle app that's live and accessible to all of our patrons. At the same time, an iPad screen will be kept accessible to them outside, which will be sanitized at every few minutes, as mentioned to them and as trained to them. And there is a protocol where the guests will be ordering on that iPad screen while maintaining its 6 feet distance, stepping back, and then the barista processing their order, then stepping back to the 6 feet distance. So we have set all those movements and protocols very, very thoroughly.
Mm-hmm. Good, thank you.
Does anyone else have questions? Everyone's okay? Okay, well, again, we thank you both for willing or doing this meeting on Zoom, and we appreciate you coming in during these uncertain times, and wish you best of luck with the cafe if it's approved.
Thank you.
All right, thanks all.
Thank you.
I mean, the committee will stay on, and everyone's welcome to stay, and we'll go into business session just to talk about the application. but again, everyone is welcome to stay and listen as we do so. Okay, hi everyone. It's so nice to see everyone, albeit on video monitor, but it's better than nothing. So it's a pretty basic application. It meets all the requirements of DCA. The hours are fully. Anything to add from anyone?
I just had a question. I was wondering what Consumer Affairs is going to be doing regarding the application fee, because they will be getting approved more than likely. And I know that recently there was an email sent from Consumer Affairs that the application is not going to be charged. Not the application, but the fee to operate a sidewalk cafe will not be charged, because basically the restaurants and these kinds of places, such as a coffee shop, are closed now by the order. Therefore, I hope that they don't have to pay for time that they're not really using their sidewalk cafe.
Yeah, let me see. Well, he said they wouldn't have to pay until the scaffolding came down, at least, right?
No, this is for Consumer Affairs, though.
DCA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said they wouldn't have to pay DCA's fees until the it's actually up and running. Didn't he say that?
Okay, up and running, but not relating to the scaffolding, because scaffolding has nothing to do with the DCA permit regarding operating a sidewalk cafe. You can operate a sidewalk cafe with scaffolding on top. But,
you can?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I've never seen that. But I mean, maybe it's allowed, but I've just never seen it.
I don't know. But I know that DCA is not taking the money right now for the fees, because all the restaurants are told to be closed at this time.
That's good, right?
Yeah. Because I was paying my fee, and I said, wait a minute, I'm not going to pay it yet, because they said that I don't have to pay it yet until the restaurants open up again. Because if you're not using something, you shouldn't be paying for it.
And just as an example of a sidewalk cafe with the operating under a scaffolding, the Butcher's Daughter on Hudson Street, and the business just to the south of that, it's named that I'm forgetting, they amended their plans to meet all the clearance requirements and took out a couple of tables and chairs, but they could in fact operate even though they're under the scaffolding, as long as there was the clearance requirements were met.
Oh, wow. Okay. And anything else from anyone?
Well, this may sound like a silly question, but if the restaurant is not open, would those using the tables have access to a restroom, or is that simply not permitted?
To have the sidewalk cafe, we had, remember Carter, there was that pizza restaurant right in Little Italy that had that whole issue. Oh no, that was a liquor license they couldn't get without a bathroom, I think, right?
You don't need a bathroom for a sidewalk cafe, because you can be under the 20 seat requirement, and you only need a bathroom for less seats than that if you have any type of a liquor license.
So it wouldn't apply here. That's what Carter is saying, is that's not a problem. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's not a requirement. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so wait, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. So we can just take a vote, but it won't be a resolution, but a recommendation to the full board. Carter, are we voting on this tonight at executive, or is that happening?
Oh, no, this would go to the full board meeting.
Okay, great. Okay. So anyone have any objections? I'm okay with voting for approval.
The only thing is, if we do in our resolution, could we include something about maintaining social distance once they are open, manipulating the tables and chairs to do as much as possible to meet social distance requirements?
Sure, we can put that.
object
I
to
don't, and Joe, I would not agree to that. I think that what we could put down is that they will abide by the laws and regulations that are in effect when they get their license.
Correct.
Don't start with this pandemic thing. Don't start with this, because we don't know when this is going to be lifted, but it's no reason for that to go into. Just the reason that they should abide by all the laws and regulations.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's
Everyone.
enough. That's enough.
That's sufficient. Thank you. That's good.
Okay,
I'm in favor.
me too.
In
In
favor.
favor.
Aye.
All in favor.
Me too.
All right, thank you. And William, usually our meetings are more exciting than this, and it shouldn't dissuade you from wanting to be on the Quality of Life Committee. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Well,
thank
this
you for
was
joining.
great.
Yeah, and
Great start to
welcome.
my evening.
Good.
So
Well,
William, it was very nice meeting you online.
You as well.
Thank
welcome
you.
welcome
So
to CB2.
William, hang around
Welcome,
for the
welcome to the
executive
board.
meeting.
So I
Thanks.
think the executive committee meeting is in a different Zoom link. So I think we have to go out of this one and then
And
If you wanna go-
restart the next one.
and restart the next
Sorry,
one.
I'm sorry for making that so complicated, but the overlapping memberships was just a little too much to get everybody in the right places, since I've tried to make these reoccurring meetings so that we don't have to do all the filling everything out each time. So
No big deal. Thanks,
if
Carter.
you guys are ready to end this, I can end this and we can start the next one.
Very
Okay,
good.
bye all.
Okay,
Bye,
goodbye,
everyone.
all.
Good to see
Bye.
you.
Good luck. Good luck to
Good
the
luck.
applicants.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Yes, good luck.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.